President Trump is speaking to reporters right now at the White House, addressing questions about Joe Biden as he prepares to head to Iowa to take Biden on. Meantime, the race is on in South Carolina, where the former chair of the state's Democratic Party, Jaime Harrison, has officially launched a Senate bid to challenge Lindsey Graham in 2020.
He's not fit to be president of the United States.
He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot. No, I don't think he's a xenophobic, race-baiting, religious bigot. I like the president.
I am like the happiest dude in America right now. I am all in. Keep it up, Donald. I'm sure you're watching.
He deserves the Nobel Peace Prize and then some.
Here's a guy who will say anything to stay in office. Lindsey Graham can't lead us in any direction because he traded his moral compass for petty political gain.
Well, that's a political ad. It'll be an uphill battle, though, for Harrison, who is hoping to end the Democrats' drought in deep red South Carolina, where no one in the party has won a statewide race since 2006, and no Democrat has won a Senate race in more than 2 decades. Jaime Harrison joins me now. Jaime is the Associate Chair, Senior Counselor of the Democratic National Committee. Welcome. We've known each other for a while, a number of races down there. So what possessed you to take on Lindsey Graham, who's got the president's embrace, or has embraced the president?
Well, listen, Andrea, the most important thing is having the support of the people here in South Carolina. We have to understand that this is not Lindsey Graham's seat, but it belongs to the people of this great state. And for far too long, this new version of Lindsey Graham has not put the citizens of South Carolina first. It's his relationship with the president that is his priority. Just this weekend, he was off golfing with the president, and I can tell you, I can give you a laundry list of things here in South Carolina that I wish he was here fixing. Again, this is a new version of Lindsey Graham. It's almost like watching the reality show, a reality version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Most people ask me here in South Carolina, what has happened to Lindsey Graham? And I just don't have a good answer for it.
But South Carolina, though, has been red for so long. A lot of people are gaming it and saying that the reason why he did flip and embrace the president so strongly is that he didn't want to be primaried, that he was afraid of a primary with a Trump-backed candidate.
Yeah, but you know, Andrea, it epitomizes why people hate politics these days, and why I decided to get into this race. It is not about your political power and your political fortune. Are you doing the work to really address the problems that people are faced with here on a day-to-day basis? You know, I grew up here in a small town, very poor background. My mom was 16 years old, dropped out of high school. Grandparents didn't have a whole lot of education, but they put into me and instilled in me the values of working hard and helping people. And that's what we really need. And so what we're pushing and what we're doing is launching a campaign to help the people of South Carolina address the issues that they're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. And so anybody who wants to, you can come and join me at JaimeHarrison.com. It's going to be a new renaissance in the South, Andrea.
And Joe Biden came out in favor of you. The president just on the South Lawn, and we'll get that tape as soon as they finish up and bring it back in and play it back, said that President Obama took Joe Biden off the trash heap.
Oh, good Lord. I mean, again, Andrea, this is the type of rhetoric that just has no place in politics. You know, my young son now watches television and I'm sure so many parents watch the news with their kids. That's not the type of rhetoric that we should be hearing from the President of the United States. But you also hear the same type of thing from Lindsey Graham, who's trying to mimic President Trump all the time. He basically said the other day that if you were one of these protesters, and there were protesters in South Carolina across the nation that had this trend, hashtag trending Graham resign, he said, you know, those folks can just go to hell. I mean, that's not the type of rhetoric we should hear from a statesman, from someone who represents the state. I can tell you, we never heard that type of rhetoric from Strom Thurmond or Fritz Hollings, and you won't hear that type of rhetoric from Jaime Harrison when he's the U.S. Senator from South Carolina.
Well, Jaime Harrison, we wish you a lot of luck to all the candidates, and of course, we are extending an invitation to Senator Lindsey Graham to also join us on the show. Thank you, Jaime. Good to see you again. Good luck out there.
Good seeing you, Andrea. Take care.
Thank you.